Hello my friends and welcome back to a new video. In this video I'm going to show you how to build this drawer menu with profile picture, profile name in the header, and some items with badges and badge count as well. And I will show you how to control it by a button, maybe by menu icon of the top up bar in the scaffold, and also using sweep gesture, just like this. Let's learn it. Here I have an empty project and I've just added this profile picture to this, and in the build.gradle I've changed the target SDK to 34 and compile SDK to 34 as well, these two I mean, and nothing more. Everything is ready to start. Okay, here as always I'm going to create a composable function outside of this block here, and I'm going to call it nav drawer. As I told you in the example, we are going to have a separated header and some items here. So if you want, you can have let's say two composable functions, one for this and one for this, and it makes your project like more clear. But to show you how to make it, I will do all of them here in one screen, because maybe it's better to see it all together in this video. Okay, in the drawer, let's start with the drawer itself. We have a modal navigation drawer in the material tree, and let's check what we have here. We have the drawer content, we have the modifier, drawer state, and gesture enable or disable, and the color, and also the content. Let's add this up here, and as the drawer content we have to create those functions that I was talking about them. So here let's start with having a modal drawer sheet, and inside it we can design whatever we want. So if you want to separate them, now you can create two functions, one for here and one for here, and locate them here, and then start coding inside those functions. And as I said in this video, because we want to see all of them in one screen, I will write whatever we need here. Okay, I'm going to start with a column. On top of the column we will have the header, on bottom we will have the items, and a separator line, divider line in the middle. So let's have it fill max size. And vertical arrangement, spaced by 12 dp, importing the dp, and that's it for this column. Inside of the column I'm going to have a box for the header, with a height of 200 dp, and the background can be my favorite color, 0x FFF FC 107. Importing the color, and that's it here. Then let's have this content alignment center, and let's have here another column. I need a column here, and this picture will be on the top, and a padding between the text and the picture, and then the text. Okay, let's have it. Inside of the column, as the modifier, let's have wrap content size, and we want to see everything in the center horizontally. So vertical arrangement space around, and for the horizontal alignment center horizontally, and that's it for this column. Let's have the image here, painter, resource r dot drawable dot shrek 2, and profile picture. Then here the modifier, the size of the image can be 130 dp, and clip circle shape to have it like circle, and then the text. Okay, as the text, you can write whatever you want, Mr. Shrek. Then a modifier, fill max width, and padding of from the top 16.dp. Then let's increase a bit the font. The default is 14 sp, so 22 sp I think is enough. And then text align center. Okay, till here we have the header, and we just need outside of this column the divider. modifier alignment, bottom center. That's good. Then thickness 1.dp and the color black or maybe dark gray, and that's everything for this divide. We have an import that we don't want it. Okay, everything is done in the header. Let's check it. Okay, the sweep gesture should work now. Yeah, and it works. So we have the header with the profile picture and divider and the background color and also the text. So here we can implement the items. For the items, it's better to have a data class to store the data inside this data class and then implement it here. Let's continue. You can have the data class here, and if you want, you can create a totally separated data class for this. Let's have it here down below, all the way down. So data class drawer items, and we need some different things. Let's go to the example and I will tell you what we need. Okay, for each item, first we need to know about the icon, then the text, then about the badge, if it has the badge or it doesn't have, just like the first one and the last one, that they don't have the badge and these two have the badge. And finally we need the number that is written here inside of this badge. So totally 4 different variables should be created inside of this data class. Let's create them. A value for the icon, the type is image vector, then a value for the text, type a string, then a value for this badge count, the type integer, the value as a badge and a boolean if it has a badge or it doesn't have. Okay, let's go to the top here. After this divider, we are going to create the items. First, let's load the data inside this data class on the top here. We need a value, calling it the drawer item and equals to a list of drawer items data class, and here we will load the data inside. So icons dot field default rounded based on your choice. So So default dot, for the first one, face or profile, whatever you want. Then we need a text calling it profile for the first one, and it doesn't have a badge, so empty or maybe 0, and then false. So now you need to duplicate it to have more items based on your project and how many you want. Let me copy and paste it to increase a bit the speed of this video. Okay, but just I should change this. Just like this. So we have all of the items. Now we have to load them here. Let's use this drawer item, the variable that we have created right now here, then dot for each, and we will use here navigation drawer item. And as you can see here, we have different data, and inside it we have more data that we can use: modifier, icon, badge, shape, and you can see all of them. Let's start with the label. For the label, I'm going to use a text, and the text of it will be it dot text. And that's it. Then for the on-click and the selected, we will write the code. Let's have another item here. Icon. And for the icon, this is a composable function, so we can use normal icon with image vector, and here it dot icon, and as the text we can use it dot text because it should be a string. Then let's have the badge the same. It should be a composable, as you can see here. So inside of the badge, I'm going to check if it dot has badge, then we will create the badge box and whatever we need here. So a badge box, and inside of it, as the badge, we can have a composable function again, and the badge itself, and it will have a text. The text will be it dot badge count dot toString, and that's it. You can increase a bit the font size of this to make it better visible. 17 SP. We are done in the badge and everything that we want. For selected, we need another variable here on the top, and let's create it. A variable called selected item by remember mutable state of drawer item 0. Let's import it, and that's it. And now let's use it down below. We are going to check if it equals to selected item, and everything is done here for now. Let's check it on the emulator. Okay, here we have the items, and you can see the first one is selected by default now, and we have the badge number and whatever we want. We just need a padding here. Then we need to write a logic to select these items, and also logic for the onClick. Okay, let's continue. Here this was inside of this column, so the column should have a padding, or maybe we can have the modifier for this navigation item. So let's check the place of the modifier here after the onClick. Okay, after the onClick we will have a modifier equals to modifier dot padding and horizontal 20 dot dp, and it's okay now. Okay, we have this padding and it works good, or maybe you can have it 16. Okay, we should control the onClick now. So for the onClick, we have to create another variable to check the state of this drawer. Let's create it here. A value, I'm going to call it the drawer state equals to, remember, drawer state, and the initial value should be drawer value dot close. Okay, and we need a coroutine scope. I will tell you why in a second. Let's create it here. Remember coroutine scope. Okay, let's go down below in the onClick. Here we want to use this variable that we have created right now. So selected item should be equal to it when we are clicking on the item, and then we want to close the drawer when the item is selected, because the logic is to go from this screen to another screen by clicking on these items of the drawer menu. Consider we are by default in the profile screen, and we want to go to the inbox. When I'm clicking on this, I should go to the inbox, so the drawer should be closed before I navigate to the other screen. And here, if normally we write drawer state dot close, we will have error, As you can see, it's a suspend function and it should be inside of the coroutine block. So I'm going to use this scope dot launch and taking this inside it. But if we check it now, it will not work because the drawer state is by default on the close as we set it here. So let's have this button in the middle of the screen to control this drawer. And by clicking on that button, we will change this state to open. The drawer will open, and then after clicking on one of the items, it will close the drawer. So down below here we have this block, and this is the block of this modal navigation drawer. So it's officially the content of our application. So here we can have a box and fill max size, and content alignment center, and I will have a button. Here I will have a text, open drawer, and in the unclick again we will have the same. We need to use this scope, and instead of close I'm going to use open. And finally we have to set the drawer state on our drawer. As you can see here, we have a drawer state here. So let's see the end of this block. It's here, a comma, drawer state equals to the drawer state. And now let's check it on the emulator. Okay, we are having our button, opening it, and by clicking on the item it will be closed. And also by clicking in this gray area we can close it, and the sweep gesture works as well. So let's have the scaffold and this top up bar here to control the drawer detail. I'm going to create the scaffold here. Okay, I've created the scaffold, and inside of the scaffold we have this top up bar. The text is the drawer menu. I have icon button, and the icon of this icon button is menu icon. Here we have the on click, and we have the scope, launch, drawer state open, and I took this box totally and located inside the content of this scaffold. Okay, if you don't know how to work with the scaffold and how to work with this top up bar, you can find the link of them down below in the description and in the top. And let's check it on the emulator. here we have the menu and the button. The button will open it and the menu also will open it. And by clicking on one of the items, it will be closed. And that's whatever we need to implement a beautiful drawer menu. If you like this content, please give me a thumbs up to help this video be watched by more people. And if you are new here, please hit the subscribe button to be aware about the new videos. Thank you for your support. If you have any comment, any question, write down below and I will be so happy to read and answer them. Have a good day. Bye bye.